Sydney. I tried to sit down on many occasions over the past few months and craft a few sentences that captured the countless reasons why I'm so excited to watch you walk down the aisle towards me today. To stand hand in hand in front of our families and friends and profess my eternal love to you and for you. And to promise you a lifetime of happiness and adventure together, today and every day, for as long as I'm allowed to.
This day smiles upon us as we gather from near and far in this magnificent setting. Welcome one and all to the beauty of the Finger Lakes, a region that remains very dear to Bill and Sydney's hearts. Today, of course, marks not so much a beginning as much as a public acknowledgement of what already is a union of two hearts, two who met as friends 4 years ago while working together in New York City. We are here on this day to join them in an affirmation of their love, to witness to their vows, and to rejoice in the great possibilities before them.
We are very excited to share this special day with all of you, with all of our family and all of our friends. Here we are. A day that I have always knew would come, but never really wanted to think about it.
He knows me, Mom. He just quoted the book I made him read when we first started dating.
A day that I simultaneously looked forward to and dreaded a little bit at the same time. So beautiful. Wow.
Do you like the dress?
Yes. Wow, you're so pretty.
We did it.
To my parents, I want to say how thankful I am for everything you have done and will do for me. You have always put my dreams first and have always supported me in all of my decisions. I'm so proud to be your daughter. You are everything parents should be and more. And I can't wait to take this next step together.
I couldn't have handpicked a better partner for her to spend her life with. He is equally kind and caring. He's equally as intelligent and strong. I appreciate him more than I could ever tell it, more than I could ever express.
It's hard to pick just one moment that stands out amongst the rest, but there are a series of memories that I come back to time and time again to when I first truly felt complete. We're back in New York City in January of 2019, It's about 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and I'm laying in bed next to the most beautiful girl in school. I reach for a book on the nearby shelf that you showed me a couple weeks prior. I'll never forget the words. When he looked into her eyes, he learned the most important part of the language that all the world spoke. The language that everyone on earth was capable of understanding in their heart. It was love. What the boy felt at that moment was that he was in the presence of the only woman in his life, and that, with no need for words, she recognized the same thing. Without such love, one's dreams would have no meaning.
What is this?
Just a present.
To my parents on my wedding day. I imagine it's kind of crazy to think back to your own wedding day over 30 years ago.
Shh, just the other day.
And know that this day was only made possible because of the promise you both made to each other on your own special day. I love you both so much, Billy.
Oh, sweetheart. Love you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Love you, son. We're so proud of you.
Bill, from the moment you walked into my classroom 5 years ago during my first year teaching, I knew you were husband material. Little did I know you were my husband material. The next thing I knew, we were walking to and from school together and sneaking off during our free periods to talk in the stairwell. But one evening stands out when I knew for certain you were the one for me. We were on the roof of your apartment building, drinking Bud Light, and laying on our stomachs looking over the edge of the building, down at the sidewalk below. Soon we rolled over to our backs and started counting the stars together. And though I had never done anything like this before, it felt so normal, as if I had been hanging out with you for my whole life, as if my heart recognized yours and had been with yours for eons prior to that moment. You were so familiar. You felt like home. And I knew then that wherever you were, I belonged.
I, like Billy, was blessed to be born to an older sister. But maybe not uncommonly, still, despite that blessing, I always longed for a brother. That's exactly what I found in Bill. At some point along the way, I guess we started to grow up. And I had a front row seat to that too. And then just a few years ago, I was there when Sydney entered our lives. And Sid, you absolutely swept him off his feet. Because Bill is gone, just like that. And I'm not kidding, Bill is gone.
Since that night, we have become an incredible team. I know there is nothing we can't accomplish together, and I am so excited for this next chapter. But before we make this thing official, I want to promise you a few things. I promise to love you, to be your best friend and biggest advocate. I promise to respect and support you, to be patient with you, to accept you, and to help you grow. And to fill our life with adventure, spontaneity, and laughter. I promise to show you every day that I know exactly how lucky I am to have you in my life. I loved you the first time I saw you. I love you now, and I will continue to love you forever. I am so lucky I get to marry you. You are my home.
This day on
if you know me, you know I'm a huge procrastinator, and I didn't actually write this speech until today. But truly, I've been writing it in my head since Sid first asked me to be her maid of honor. I came out of nowhere and basically invaded her life with no warning. As an only child, I can only imagine how hard it must have been to suddenly have a cousin live on our couch for most of the week.
3, 2, 1, open.
Oh my God! Sydney! Oh my gosh! That bond we forged has never broken, though our lives have separated us and we went our separate ways. I love you just the same, and I will always be here for you.
There we go. Perfect.
Sydney, first off, you are stunning. Growing up, I didn't spend much time thinking about my own wedding day. Certainly not what I would be wearing, where I would be standing, or which kind of potatoes to serve as a side dish during dinner. It's roasted potatoes for those getting hungry. Sydney, in spite of what you tend to believe, I fell hard in love with you almost instantly. Despite my guarded nature, your infectious smile, your fervent energy, and your compassionate soul drew me in. I was, and still continue to be, enamored by your empathy for others, the way you care and advocate for our planet, and especially your Irish tempered heart, among so many others. Each day with you, I am affirmed that this is, and always was, meant to be. I promise to love you vulnerably, to cherish you, to not take a single moment that I am lucky enough to spend with you for granted, and to marry you not just today, but every day. Sydney, you are the partner I never knew I always needed, and the most amazing human I could have asked for. I don't know if I can give you back what you've already given me in happiness and joy, but I will spend the rest of my life trying. I love you.
So, let's wipe the pollen from our eyes and celebrate this day for them.
I wish you all a wonderful evening of joy, celebration, and of course, love. Travel well.
This is only the beginning. I love you with my whole heart. Let's do this thing. All my love, always and forever, Sydney.